This video is brought to you by Everyday Failures, because we always should try. So, in the beginning of this video, you're going to see me set out a beautiful recipe for a falafel mix. And I say that you shouldn't bake falafel, because baked falafel tastes like sadness. It turns out it doesn't. It's slightly ill-tempered, but it's not sad. Well, here, we'll let the video talk. Alright, today in the Cute Kitchen we're going to make falafel. We've made our pita bread, we've made our hummus, now let's make those little balls of goodness that we all like so much. Falafel's composed mostly of chickpeas and then lots of savory components. So I have 1 can of chickpeas, which I've well drained. I'm going to put that in my blender. And it's really important to try to keep the texture really coarse on this. To that I'm going to add about 3/4 cup of onion, which I've already finely diced. I really don't want the blender to do a lot of work. Have about 1/4 cup of chopped mint. Mint's fantastic. It's found in a lot of Middle Eastern and Indian food. Have about 3/4 cup of chopped Italian parsley. Just don't ever plant mint. Don't ever plant mint. You will be sorry. Okay, so now we're going to pulse this just ever so slightly, because for it to stay together, it needs to be coarse still. If it's too smooth, it's going to be dense like a golf ball, and we don't want that. Nobody likes heavy balls. So ultimately, a food processor is really the perfect tool for this. I don't have a food processor, but I do have a fancy blender. So I'm going to try to do that. And I know I'm going to knock it down. And these are going to end up getting fried. You could bake your falafel, but I think that would taste a little bit like sadness. And I don't like sadness. So I'm going to use a deep fryer. You could also use a skillet to do it. Going to add some garlic powder. This also has some salt in it. Going to add some cumin. Gonna add some coriander. These are all about 1/2 teaspoons. Gonna add some hot smoked paprika. That's about 1/4 teaspoon. That's cayenne. And then here we have about 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour and about 1 tablespoon of baking powder. So we're gonna give it a binder and an agent to make it a little bit lighter all at the same time. And we're just going to fold this together. Grab my ice cream scooper here and pull out about a scoop's worth, and then just roll it through my hands. And your hands can be wet for this. Wet hands equals smooth balls. Yada yada yada, and I'll get the fryer set up. I'll be back. Falafel now. Have my oil going at 325. I take my bowls and put them in with my spider here. Alright, time for me to fess up. Not everything always goes right the first time in the Q Kitchen. Had everything all set up. I showed you my nice, fancy schmancy plate I was going to plate everything up on. But, yeah. I used the wrong chickpeas. You know, how could there be a wrong chickpeas? I used canned chickpeas and that was a bad call. Turns out that they are so oversaturated that they literally blew themselves apart in the deep fryer. And these are a complete disaster. Alright, we're going to try plan B. Figure out what we did wrong. Alright, so, well, the deep fryer didn't really work. I tried that. We tried that. So I'm like, okay, I can fix this. I can fix this. I can handle this. So, I tried the iron skillet. Let's see how that worked out. Okay, so that did not work in the deep fryer, so let's try. Let's try them in the cast iron. Let's see how these do. This shows you that I screw up plenty of things. Okay, that didn't work at all. God damn. Yep, that didn't work out very well either. So, I went to, you know, boys still gotta eat. They're in the toaster oven. And they should still taste okay, but they really want to be fried. So, I promise you, I'm gonna whip up a batch and do it right for the next video. Actually, I'll tack it on the end of this one. I'll do some sort of editing. I'll figure something out. Alright, I promise. Cross my heart and hope to die. Alright, so here the baked falafel are coming out. These have decidedly less structural integrity as if they were fried. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be a good meal, nevertheless. So, there we have falafel as it is today, guys. Thanks for watching, and enjoy.